Some years ago, we was down on the site at Stourpane Bushes doing silage making, and a gang of two families came in from Birmingham, actually, and she said, oh, we're on our way to Swanage, Mr. Oliver, for our holiday. Do you mind if we come in and have a picnic lunch? I said, no, not at all. And she said, doesn't the site look different with nothing on it than when we usually see it here all in coloured lights? I said, well, yes. And she said, well, how's things going for this year? I said, very well. She said, got anything exciting coming? And I said, well, no, not really. She said, oh, you're not having nothing like the Red Arrows or anything then this year? And I said, no, not really. I said, we don't go into that. Oh, she said, they're beautiful. You ought to have them. I'm sure they'd pull a crowd. And I said, yeah. I said, makes you think. I said, I wonder what the Red Arrows would look like down here. Now, I knew that the squadron leader of the Red Arrows had been a pupil at Bryanston Private School. This is just about 2 miles across the valley there. And he was coming down for his headmaster on speech day to show a demonstration of the 9 Red Arrows performing. And I knew that this was going to take place, it had all been in the local papers, about 12:30 before lunch on speech day, and this was about 12:15. So I said to this woman, she was obviously a Red Arrow fanatic, I said, you know, I think I might go down to the phone box and phone up the Red Arrows, ask them if they'd come down and give us a demonstration so I could see what it would look like. And she looked at her husband and would say, bloody fool, what's he talking about? So anyway, I hopped in the car and I drove off, and in about 5 or 6 minutes I came back and she said, what did they say? I said, oh, they're coming down to see what we think of them. And again, she looked at all the people that was with him and to say, well, what do you think he's bloody talking about? And I shall never forget it as long as I live. In about 4 minutes after I'd said they're coming down to show me what I thought of them, these Red Arrows shot up over the hill, come around and let off smoke. I'd never seen a woman look like it in my life. I thought she was going to have a stroke. And she said, well, whatever did you tell them? And I let it go on, and I said, yes, I think they're be very interesting. We might well have them. And I thought to myself, and with that, the newspaper people had come in to have a look at it and report on it. And I told the local feller, and he wrote a story on it. He thought it was so good. And I thought, well, I can't let the woman go off thinking that I had planned all this. So just before she took off to go on her holiday at Swanage, I said, look, I really feel I must tell you. So I said, what? Yeah, what is it? I said, I've really pulled your leg. I knew the Red Arrows was coming over here at 12:30. And as you should have said this at 12:15, I couldn't resist it. And she said to me, you you. But how odd, I thought after that, of all the things in the world she could have mentioned that could have come down there as a highlight, she should have mentioned the Red Arrows that were going to perform right above our heads in a quarter of an hour. Quite a laugh, really.